Today I've got my Lego City update for November 2023, and we've got quite a few pretty decent sized changes for the Lego City for this month as I'm prepping for the 2024 modular building, which I do actually have in hand a few days early before it's actually meant to be out because I pre-ordered it, but I haven't actually opened the set yet because, well, it's going to be part of my Christmas haul, and I just haven't quite figured out exactly where it's going to go yet, and I still am working on cleaning right now is kind of the main priority. I spent the past couple of days doing a lot of part sorting finally from that giant parts haul that I did back at the end of May. Finally got time to just sit down and sort all of the parts that I got out of that haul. Everything's finally sorted by color. Still thinking of going through everything there and maybe sorting certain things out by part type, mainly just the tiles and stuff in the grays and a few other things. But other than that, everything else is just going to be sorted by color. But I think for the modular buildings, just about everything is placed in their correct spots. This row here with the corner garage, grocery store, my crook hideout is pretty much done. The Parisian restaurant, jazz club, diner, and my pet store. Not entirely sure on that right now. Same goes with the bank and the detective's office in that corner there. But I might end up moving the Palace Cinema over to here once the 2024 modular is built, because I'm actually thinking of putting the new modular over in this area, and then Assembly Square is going to go back into the back row of modulars, and then to get the half sized fill for the downtown is going to be used with the bookshop and my pet store, or the other half-size thing, which actually I think is only my bookshop and my pet store, because I have to use the townhouse on the other half-size 16 by 32 spot that I've got. So kind of have no choice there with that setup. So that will be filled there, which will actually still mean that I'll need one more half-sized spot. But actually, I don't need a half-sized base plate in the back row if I go all the way to the train track switch. So Assembly Square might be moved to the main downtown section. So that might be happening in a future city change once the museum is built. But we'll have to see, because I will be continuing to break down the Minecraft History Shop, which is nearly deconstructed because I was deconstructing it for parts and other things. But it was pretty much time to fully part it out after having it in the city for years. I needed the tiles for another project, so it's time to part it out for good. But really liking how this setup here with the Assembly Square and the hotel and the police station is looking. And unfortunately, I can't fit a full road along this side, so it's mostly just sidewalk travel all the way down here. The fire station's gonna have to get slid down because it would fit a full 2 more base plates on that side as well. Same as this side. But I don't have it in the right spot. But that is the main thing I was working on for the main downtown area lately. But I did get one big project done early on in November, and that would be finally finishing the Lion Knights Castle. That's finally done, and that piece of wood down there by the bottom of my table there is actually going to be used for the Lion Knights Castle as well, because we're going to get matching green material here that's underneath the farm area, and we're going to put that around the wood, and we'll put the castle on top of that, hopefully to make it easier to transport. It's kind of the plan for that, so hopefully this all works out. It's 16 inches by 20 inches, which should be enough space-wise to get the castle for transport purposes. So hopefully this all works out. And once that's all done, this entire table is pretty much ready for details. So I'm really happy with how this is turning out on this side of the city. And the next big project after the museum, I honestly have no idea what that's going to be. It's probably going to be the 2015 Ferris wheel set. So next big project is going to be going through and looking for all of my large green plates and putting those into the amusement park as much as I can, so that I can actually use them for detail purposes for the amusement park, because that's kind of the color I'm going to be going with around the park. So we'll see how that goes. So that's what I've been up to mostly, is working on the castle, as well as getting in a few last minute parts orders, which there is one other major part thing that I'm still waiting on, and that's the one last part for the passenger train, which is one major thing that's on my Christmas list for this year. So hopefully I can have the train up and running in time for Christmas. Is like one of the major things for this year, now that I've actually got the museum in hand. So you guys can tell me your thoughts on this video in the comment section below, and just like and subscribe for more, because I will do more in the future.